Yo, what is good? Egyptian Imran here with another video, signing in today with a really practical, foundational, important message to say, look, stop dieting and choose health instead. Now, here's why. Look, there is no point. There's no point in you going on this crazy spree to figure out all these diets that you can do just to implant some sort of health within yourself. Because you're doing it from the wrong space. You're trying to diet. You're trying to change to almost try to use an external thing to make something happen internal. It's almost backwards. Like, why are you trying to diet? Why are you trying to find something external, pick up on something, follow something external to be able to use that? Now, look, everything's a half truth. So when I say that, for example, when I mentioned Dr. Sebi, technically that's dieting, but you gotta pay attention to this. Dr. Sebi's work wasn't finished. Dr. Sebi was another man who did some amazing, very valuable work that transformed tons and tons of the spirits that incarnated into planet Earth. Not only that, and left an energetic print to be able to use, be able to used by the community at hand to be able to progress and in the form of awareness, in the form of progressing the conscious space of society. So that's what he did. A person like that would do when they came into this life and did the work they did. Now we're gonna be talking about health, okay? The importance of health, because it's not about dieting. It's not about trying to figure out all this shit externally, what you're trying to create internally. It's all about choosing health, what health means, the vibration of health, the awareness of health, and making that like a part of your intention. What are you doing? What are you doing? What you're trying to do? What are you doing it for? What's your why? What's the intention behind it? See, this is the shit that's foundational. You gotta really pay attention to. You know, why are you trying to diet? What's the point? So when you tell yourself health instead of dieting and trying to create something external to be able to even use pills and shit like that and get all these vitamins and be able to create health within yourself. And I'm not down on vitamins. What I'm saying is when you focus on health instead of trying to grab onto something outside of you and to use that to create and change the internal world, when you choose health, what you're literally saying to yourself is, my internal state, my internal being is going to reflect my external. So you're starting here instead of outside. You're starting inside instead of outside. So when you do that, you have more leverage to be able to create the circumstances, events, to be able to create the reality you would want in your life. And it's not even something that you got to consciously think about, because once you set the right intention within yourself, aka once you plant the right seed within yourself, it'll automatically, your reality, outside reality, will automatically start reflecting. You'll get reality having coincidences and start experiencing like things coming together based on your intention, which is health. And it's just really about focusing on yourself as a being. And yourself as a being comes from nature. Nature is what nature is what manifested here for you to heal with. Now, when I say that, of course, there are there are lots and lots of things in nature that hurt you and will kill you and harm you and put you in harm's way. But there's also lots of things in nature that are here to create harmony in life. Now, it's the study of knowing thyself. By knowing yourself, you're knowing nature. That's why when you start to study a little bit of mathematics, geometry, sacred geometry, when you start to look into a little bit, you'll find that all life mirrors, like the atoms and cells in your being mimic certain patterns that exist within everything. So what that means is the intention you set, for example, like talking about in this situation, health. When you set that intention of health within your being, what begins to happen is the molecules and the cells and the atoms in your being begin to start shaping and forming into what you set. Because you're the master of your reality, right? You control your shit. Nobody outside of you does. So when you control your own reality, when you are your own master, you set the grounds for what the type of life you want to create for yourself. Now, again, we all have our own purpose and we all have our own individual unique gifts and abilities and quirks and things like that. So when you begin to read into your astrology chart, when you begin to tap into different forms of sensitivity. So just sitting here right now, I'll be aware of different parts of shit happening within me and around me. So I might focus on my thoughts for a time, and I might focus on some conversations I've had for a certain time, just to be able to reflect and break them down. Or I might reflect on certain experiences, or so on. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You get what I mean, right? So like when you really point it out, when I really put the spotlight on it, it's about the attention. When you really put the spotlight on it, it's about intention. It's about you. So when you say to yourself you want to create health, right? When you focus on health and instead of trying to diet and do everything external, through just your focus alone, through your intention alone, through thinking about it often, right? So you can do things like mantras and meditation in your mind too. You can mentally have your own mantras too, right? And you can do this in prayer. So, you know, you can get into prayer and speak to Jah, okay? And speak to Creator, speak to your meaning of God within everything all around you, including yourself. So God, the source, that's where that's coming from, right? That communication to that. And that connection right there is gonna be what's gonna allow you to be able to set intentions and have power within the shit you want to tell yourself to do, having control over your own life. So like we all incarnated into our beings to be able to learn the lessons we got to learn here. So when we use things in our natural capacity to be able to elevate ourselves, it's only natural that what is it? How does it go? The saying like we receive we reap what we sow. There it is. Got it right there. We reap what we sow. So if we keep on sowing these seeds of ourselves that are getting closer and closer to the whole truth, right? Because it starts from wanting to seek truth within yourself to be able to see the whole truth, okay? Get that shit straight, right? If you're not trying to search for truth, the whole truth within that has to do with transiting through the intention of yourself, the whole truth within yourself, the truth within yourself, the truth of you. Who are you? The truth of your being. Who the fuck are you? Are you the body? Are you the shit you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, and what is you? So is everyone else you? Are we all just different versions of each other in the same sphere? Are we all doing different things? And and some of us on some other shit that we don't fuck with because they're on the energy that's disturbing the peace type shit. and they're moving away from love and truth and all the things that would create mental harmony. Because it is mental, isn't it? It's mental, right? So having the mental harmony is key right there. To be able to have the clarity to be able to see yourself, to be able to seek the motherfucking truth right there. The truth right there. Because when you seek that truth right there, that's where it happens. Damn. That's where it happens. It's the truth within you. And when you start to do that, when you start to seek the answers within yourself, what you're going to tend to do more and more is motherfucking meditate. You're just going to start being still more often. You're going to be able to trust yourself more often. You're going to be able to believe in yourself more often. You're going to be able to put yourself in states of being within yourself and set certain intentions to have certain thoughts within yourself to be able to create more of the life you would want, which is health, wealth, you know, all the things that all the things you would need. So that's a good practice right there. Being able to discern what the fuck do you need and what the fuck do you want. What do you need and what do you want? So practicing what you need, being able to see what you need, and then practicing to see what you want and being able to distinguish the two is going to let you see that within yourself. It's going to let you see the clarity of what it is that you can do right the hell now. What can you do right now? Right now to be in health? What can you do right now in this motherfucking space right here to be in the vibration of what it is you want? Okay? So what kind of intention can you set for yourself as a person, as an individual, that you would say, you know what, this is what I want right here. Health. Okay? So I'm going to set that shit in my being right here. Health. Okay. I'm health. Damn straight. Okay. Yeah. And I start to do that more often. And then it builds on itself. And more often, damn. I've been getting healthy shit. Okay. Why? Why does that happen? Because you set it to yourself for a certain being and an amount of time, and you set that intention for yourself, and that intention started to sow damn, how the fuck did it go? To sow from what you, god damn. I be forgetting sometimes. Reap what you sow, excuse me. So you'll reap what you sow. And you'll reap what you'll sow based on that. Based on all that intention, the internal work you do with yourself. Because it's a process to be able to have the vibrational state, to be able to see the results and see the reaping of what you sowed, right? So you gotta let it accumulate. It takes time, and it takes consistency too. And it's the power of the intention, it's the strength of the intention that builds on itself, type shit. So it's a blessing to be able to do that kind of work. Like if this video in some way, shape, or form is helping you to see more clearly, then this is for you. And if it doesn't, then this video is not for you. This video is for certain kind of motherfucking people who are able to are at this point to be doing this kind of work and shit. If you know what I'm talking about. It's the work within us that we all do. And then when we all do the work, even motherfucking, and we level up in our power abilities to be able to do the work, you know what I mean? We all have new abilities and new ways to strategies to be able to figure out who we are as people and shit like that. And it's a game. Life's a motherfucking video game type shit. If life's a video game, why can't we just play? Just figure it the fuck out. Like, be free. Like, do whatever the fuck you want. Like nobody's telling me to make a video right now. I'm making a video because I said, wait, hold up. I'm trying to create something that I could give to be able to see with that intention within myself that I have of creation, because I want to create, right? So that's another intention, because as a creator, I resemble the creator. So it's like setting that creator intention within yourself. What begins to happen? You start to create shit. You start to create shit in your reality. And then that creation, not only the creation, but the things around you. Because you are creation, right? Anywhere you go, everything, that's creation. So it's the manifestation, but there is an overall motherfucking source. Okay? It's like the all is the matrix, the all, and then we, the source, the part of us that is source, is the divine source. And it's motherfucking God within you, all around us type shit. Okay? It's a belief. It's a process of being here in the present and be able to feel all of yourself. Full awareness. And be able to be connected to this source, this God, okay? Be able to connect it and practice doing that shit on the regular. It's going to compile on itself to be able to allow you to manifest things. and manifest things that you want because you put in the work and you set the intention within yourself. And all this shit is one big journey and one big process. But at the end of the day, I could just simplify everything I just said with saying have your best time, take your time, live it up, like really be present, and then be honest with yourself and be able to see the truth within its entirety type shit. So it's a hardcore process of being able to establish the shit within your own being, because it's a process. You know what I'm saying? It's a journey. It's not a race. Okay, it's a journey. It's not a race. So if it's a journey and not a race, then we don't need to race each other and try to get to the finish line, because we already know that we're all connected to the source. So we're able to do this kind of work of seeking the truth and wanting to find out the truth. So look, by seeking the truth and wanting to find the truth, you're gonna resemble that in your intention of health. You know what I mean? So you're always gonna seek out the best way to be healthy. You're always gonna seek that shit out. You're gonna naturally seek the truth within health and aim to be as healthy as you possibly can. So you're gonna do a little bit of research and be able to find the truth. You're gonna speak to different individuals and experiment things in your own life and with different people and shit like that, to be able to find the truth in its entirety, okay, of health. And it's being honest with yourself, and it's being able to take that shit on the chin like a man when it hits, because sometimes it's gonna hit. And when it hit, you gotta be in tune. That's the best thing, to be in tune with the motherfucking part of yourself that is source. Okay? It is a part of yourself, because the other part of yourself, this one right here, right? This manifestation of you could say the ego, the body, or this physical creation. And then there's the source. And then there's God. Which is within the all. So it's the balance right there. It's the two worlds. And being able to be tapped into that, speak to that, and set the intention within that, to be able to say to yourself, okay, so I'm going to create in my life what I want. Simple as that. And if you have the power to create what you want, and you have the ability to do it, why shouldn't you do it to the best of your ability? Meaning, learn the lessons and enjoy the lessons, enjoy the experiences, enjoy it, right? Don't get hung up on the experience itself, the manifestation within the all, in the matrix. Don't get stuck up on that shit. Understand that that's only a half truth. That's not the whole truth. That experience, that shit that happened, that trauma, that shit that scared you, whatever the fuck it was, that thing that you hold within yourself, and it makes your heart heavy. If you gotta be able to focus on that and heal that and understand that. So it's a journey for all of us. So bringing it back home to the connection of source, right? Through all the experiences, through all the trauma, through all the shit you go through, bringing it back to God, bringing it back to source, bringing it back. It is bringing it back. So everything is for a reason. Put the intention of what you want by speaking to source and God, interacting on that level of yourself, okay? Within your being, interacting within your being on that level and just level up like a video game. Life's a game. Level up like a video game. Have fun, play like you did when you was a kid, type shit. play like you was a kid type shit, and you know, discover, learn, grow, and flow. Everything I said up to this point, that's all I got for this video. Set the intention of what you want by all that into health, and allow that shit to grow by focusing on it on the regular, by doing your best to constantly put your awareness on it. And it's just like, what do you want? Discern the two. What do you want? What do you need? Okay? Be able to discern what you want, what you need in your life. Practice that shit. Practice being able to see what you need. Practice being able to see what you want. And then allow that shit to grow, that energy, that vibration, that intention, and just allow it to manifest. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Believe in yourself. Okay? Love the self. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, because it's not just about setting the intention and just sitting there and doing nothing. Like, yeah, like do shit, move, and try to steer your body in places where you would want to be at. Where would you want to be at, where you would enjoy and think it was fun, that would help you grow type shit. Like, as a kid, where would you want to grow? Where would you want to go to be able to have fun and grow as a person and just learn shit and stuff like that? Do that. Experiment with shit like that. And that's just let that shit like find its own peace. So it's a process. Enjoy that shit. Have fun. Do whatever the fuck you want type shit. Enjoy the process. So I'm telling you all right now, fam. Right now. Let's do what we can to be the best us we can before we die. Before we transition into the afterlife. Let's prepare ourselves for the afterlife type shit. That's what we can do right now. We can prepare ourselves by developing ourselves and working on ourselves. And set that intention within ourselves every day to be that part of us. Embody all that shit. Embody all that energy. Put that intention into the mantra of your being by speaking to source, to God. So that's all I got for this video. Bless, and thank you for watching this far. If you've come this far, thank you to those who've not watched as well, and for just coming across this video and doing what they do in their lives. So this is Egyptian Imran.